Rome is from where the international community spoke with a strong and united voice, expressing its support of a UN deal to bring about a government of national accord in Libya. It was also in Rome where some of Libya's rival factions showed their support for the international community's plan. They are now expected to sign the deal on Wednesday, but there's still opposition to the plan. U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry addressed those concerns.
There are still some inside and outside of Libya, for their own selfish purposes, who are uninterested in reconciliation, unwilling to compromise, and who actually want this process to fail. Those responsible for violence and those who obstruct and undermine Libya's democratic transition need to be held strongly accountable.
Libya has two governments, the General National Congress in the west and the House of Representatives in the east. There are splits within the rival administrations over the UN deal, but the delegates who came to Rome represent powerful groups from both sides. Among them, a delegation from the city of Misrata. Libya has many armed groups, but Misrata's forces are among the most powerful, and they can guarantee the security of a newly installed government in Tripoli.
The consensus of the meeting today was also to address the problem of security in Tripoli, to bring the government, which must be based at the end of the day in Tripoli, back to the capital, the seat of its institutions and the future seat of the government of national unity.
There were encouraging statements by leaders here, but they also warned that problems still need to be resolved and it could be a long road ahead. The UN envoy is warning that Libya is in a race against time. The military conflict has taken a toll on the civilian population. Lawlessness is worsening, but it is not just that. World leaders gathered here amid mounting concerns that ISIL's growing strength in Libya will give it a gateway to Europe. That is why the international community is pressuring Libya's rivals to come together, to stop fighting each other and instead focus on defeating ISIL. Under the UN plan, the new government would be able to request international military assistance in the fight against the armed group. The military option is on the table and the world is in agreement to prevent Libya from becoming another base for ISIL.
The threat that ISIL poses is significant. It's especially concentrated in the area around Sirte. The international community will tackle this threat in the next few months the same way we are tackling it in other countries.
For now, this is a victory. Libyans seem to be on the road to peace. In the words of the UN envoy, the train has left the station. But years of power struggles and divisions mean that the road ahead could still lead to a turn for the worse. Zeina Kohdr, Al-Jazeera, Rome.